Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Let's Talk Antiques. And we got some antiques talking about antiques again.
Yeah, we're all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful
Beautiful day.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful day to be inside.
I've had to hustle up. I've been had everything going.
So
this
I guess
morning,
everybody's
so
doing
My
good?
heart's pumping good this morning.
Well, that's important. Now,
Yeah, it's important.
but in all seriousness, what's on the menu for today, fellas?
Hey, before we get to that, you
Oh.
two boys
We-
got your job to do.
Yeah, we want to
Okay.
make sure that everybody realizes that we've got our Facebook pages out there and our YouTube pages out there, and that everybody's sharing with their friends and passing them around.
Yeah,
and
you can. The primary Facebook page for the TV show is facebook.com/newsleader on 6. But that goes off. I share that off to David's page, and there's also a Let's Talk Antiques page. But it's really just hosting of the videos, so there's not a lot of time spent on it.
Yeah,
yet.
we set it up for.
You can go to my page and see a lot of action.
Yeah,
That one was set up
David
to
has
click
more
on the
action.
videos.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Howard, we
Yes.
realized that Ronnie, he's the one that started that page, and Ronnie's going to start working that Let's Talk Antique page
Yeah,
and answering it with people. Been asking a few questions according to Philip.
Instead of just adding videos, we're gonna link that to yours. We're gonna share.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, we're
that
gonna
is
share.
the whole key thing about this whole deal. The more you share, Philip, what is your little saying?
The better the Facebook algorithm is for bumping up the video to where other people see it.
Right.
Yeah.
And currently, actually, this is our highest rated show on Channel 6
Oh,
that
really?
we have right now. Yeah, there's more views on Facebook for anything else.
Wow.
So there you go.
Well,
So
we're
if you want to
easy,
advertise on it, give us a call.
Now, I sent you. Yeah, tell them about that.
There
Tell
you
them
go.
about
So
that.
you just you can definitely advertise on it too. 393-0081.
And you can also advertise here at WMSR.
Well, of course.
True. So-
I mean, if you want to get a piece of action, just call Howard.
That's right.
Or
You
we
can put them on there, right?
I don't think they give me a commission, though, for ads I
Well,
sell.
that's
not
why.
fair.
That's why they want you to call Howard.
Oh,
or we can set you up with ads for all formats.
There you go.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
So-
Hey,
so
listen.
don't be afraid
you
to
were
call.
talking about umbrellas earlier, right? When
Yes.
You said we need one.
No.
Well, I just happened to look up a few vintage umbrellas,
Just happened to.
and guess what? You're not gonna believe this, Harry.
No, I probably won't.
And Philip's gonna get on it.
I keep getting surprised every week about how much things.
Vintage.
bring.
I tell you what, I get surprised every day. I find something new and that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Especially on this show, I learn things every week that I
you
didn't
should
know.
put vintage in it. Narrow
I
that.
get it.
All right, hurry up, boy. We got to get this show rolling. We got a lot to do today. We're going to talk about why we talk about this show. The whole thing is I'm an investment collector. I do collect and I have passion, but when I do collect something, it's because down the road I want it to be worth more than what I paid
Oh,
for.
of course.
And now,
But a lot of people collect stuff, Howard. This collect. When you hear the word collectible, or limited edition,
Right.
run. Don't waste your
Oh,
money.
yeah.
and I think we've talked about this before. The big brokerage houses, add these to their customers' portfolios.
Mm-hmm.
They buy like warehouses full of stuff.
Well, of course.
And they've got buyers and sellers, and they add this into these people's portfolios, the returns.
Right. Well, that's just like those cars you see on auctions on the television.
Barrett
Yes,
Jackson.
Barrett
What's that
Jackson,
other one? There's another one.
Mercoms or something like that.
Well, anyway.
But they're selling cars for a couple $100,000. Their people don't go out and drive those cars. Those are
How about a
investments.
couple million?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
some of them do go for that.
Lots of them in the million.
But that's an investment. They buy
Yeah.
that today, and it goes up higher than what stock market and stuff would in a year.
you-
And they turn around and sell
The
it.
Yes.
ROI on that is a whole lot better, just like the stuff that we collect.
Right.
The Coke machines, the gas pumps, and
Yeah.
by the way, the ROI, the return on
Return on
investment.
investment.
Yeah.
And they beat the stock market all the time,
All the
hands
time.
down.
All the time.
Hands down.
Listen, I've tracked gas pumps, and I've said this a dozen times. I tell people this when they come to see me. Ever since I've been tracking gas pumps, and that was the early 90s, they've doubled every 10 years.
Yeah.
in value.
Yeah, and that doesn't happen with a piece of stock for
No.
a
No,
company.
unless
you
you
know.
had Amazon or Facebook early on, that's not going to happen.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, that's to be. There is a few of those.
Of course,
that
yeah.
have done it.
Yeah,
and
but
it's
there
all
are
usually that
exceptions
tech
to the
stuff,
rules.
isn't it? Or what is that one? What's the $1 trillion company now? Or
I think they fell down actually.
what is it?
Apple?
Amazon.
Oh, yeah,
Amazon.
Amazon.
It is the number one company.
Yeah, Apple and Amazon were battling it out there for a
But
while.
Amazon jumped ahead of them.
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so just to show you
Umbrellas.
how
Till
we can
Bezos
do.
started getting his
So we
You
got
brought up umbrellas. Believe it or not, there is some people that collect umbrellas, Howard. And
And
If you happen to have the highest priced one on eBay currently, it would be a fantastic Tiffany 18 karat gold handled umbrella.
oh my,
a
It's-
Tiffany
It is
now.
hallmarked Tiffany and Company model number 9786. Markers 18 karat gold M with a date stamp. The gold handle weighs 58.7 grams, almost 2 ounces. It's 4 inches long. The handle sides have no dings that I can see, but may have some micro dings. The very top has 2 shallow dings. The solid 18 karat gold handle is a rare cane that is also an umbrella. It has a straight partridge wood shaft and 2-part cane ferrule. The handle unscrews from the top to the shaft so it can be removed and put in a pocket when you go to the opera to keep the valuable handle from being stolen.
Yeah.
The umbrella has its original glove cover, and the umbrella is in near perfect condition. Let's see, this is a lot of 18 karat gold, at least 1,000 to 1,500 in gold. The address on the side of the handle is 1170 5th Avenue, New York. The building is still there, and I show a photo of the building. The condos in this building go for over $5 million.
Wow.
It was
Tiffany
built
Company.
in 1926. The umbrella is in proper order. The M mark as part of the hallmark was used between 1907 and 1943. The cane is circa 1910, but could be as late as when the building was built in 1926. A great Christmas present for yourself
Oh,
or the
yeah.
avid cane collector. $1,900.
I was
Wow.
collecting
How about that,
umbrellas
Howard?
last night, Philip.
it's not bad. No, you could just melt the gold down and get your money back.
Pretty
almost.
close, yeah.
yeah, but
But obviously you wouldn't do that. But I
No.
mean, you can't
Obviously.
lose on that.
no, that's a win-win situation. That's what we're talking about. Investment collecting. Who would ever thought umbrellas, right? You got some more, haven't you?
Antique Chinese silver enamel dragon parasol umbrella handle with hallmark. 5 bids on that. It went for $998. You could about call that $1,000.
You could
Yeah.
almost call that.
Time you add shipping, it is, isn't it?
Yep, there you go.
You mean you don't get free
No
shipping?
free shipping.
No.
on
No,
that.
but speaking of that, Howard, there is one that's got free shipping.
That's where you're at. Are you
That-
below me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a Marco Talarco from Napoli, handmade umbrella that went for $850. I guess that's an Italian one. Hermes of Paris umbrella. It's like a miniature one. They wanted 800 and took a best offer. There's a bunch of Hermes Paris ones. So they must have made a lot of those. They were going around for $600-800 ones. Let's see.
Did you see that? Have you found that free shipping one yet?
Well, there's a couple of free shipping, so I'm not sure where you're at.
Well,
on
it don't
yours.
matter. Just jump on one.
Here's a Rolls Royce umbrella.
oh.
Comes with a car.
Did it come with the
I
car?
don't
Oh, yeah.
know. They were asking $500 and took a best offer that was over $425.
Well, we know a Rolls Royce that don't have an umbrella.
Yeah.
There you go. Maybe it was totaled in the Antique XXC umbrella parasol.
We have a call.
$675. A Marco Talarco
Marco
Napoli
Talarco.
handmade. So a lot of these are handles.
Uh-huh.
So this looks. What is that? Toucan?
Yeah.
A toucan head for your handle.
Got a
Oh,
big
so
old
like a
one.
bird.
Got
Like
Yeah.
Fruit Loops, Howard.
The Fruit Loop bird. Yeah, the
Toucan
toucan.
Sam.
And there's another one that's the same brand, the Italian brand. That's it's a dog's
Dalmatian.
head, Dalmatian
There's a
head.
Snoopy head over
Yeah,
there.
and those both went for $400 each, by the way.
Without the ears.
So,
That's unbelievable.
How about the skull?
Alexander McQueen umbrella handle. It's just it's a silver skull handle. I guess so. Maybe if you're a tough guy.
Yeah.
Or you could save it for Halloween
There you go.
if it's raining.
If it's raining, yeah.
They
well,
wanted $500 and they got $400, so that's not.
Yeah.
Here's a vintage Chanel black umbrella in a quilted finish, a leather bag, very nice. $400 was to buy it now on that.
Those next two look identical.
Oh, those were lots.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, but if I spend $400 for
What's
an
that?
umbrella, I don't know that I'd want to get it wet.
Yeah, what's that one?
No, I wouldn't either.
You know.
as another, the same brand of the skull is an Alexander McQueen. It's a red skull instead of silver skull. $363 for that one.
So skulls bring money, Howard.
Must.
Apparently
Yeah.
so. See what? Here's one with a Swain Adney Bridge and Son large umbrella, Queen of England. Pre-owned in excellent condition. Beautiful umbrella. It's got a little tag on it. Let's see if we can bring it up.
You can bring it up.
Let's see if I can
There you are.
bring it up where I can see. By appointment to Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, umbrella makers. Oh, so these are the people that make the
Yeah,
umbrellas for
yeah.
the Queen.
For the Queen Mother.
And so it was only $380. And you can have an umbrella like the Queen of
Like
England.
the Queen.
Only
And it just,
$380.
Yeah,
the
appar-
handle on that is surprisingly normal.
Yeah,
It's a nice
apparently in
handle.
England, you know, a lot of companies will get registered, I guess you would say, with the royal family. And they
Well, I
can,
wonder why, Howard.
it runs the price up. That's
Yeah.
why.
I wonder
You know
how-
what? In England, isn't it foggy and stuff a lot? So they
Well,
probably
yeah,
use a lot of umbrellas.
Well, I'm sure they do, but see, you know, if you have that appointed, you're one of the official suppliers to the Queen.
Mm-hmm.
I bet the royalty makes a lot of money off of
I
royalties.
I bet there's I bet there's a kickback of some sort.
You know there is. Now, what is that? That is really sharp. It looks dangerous.
19th century Allison and
What a
Lamb
tusk,
umbrella with WJB and Co. gold overlay engraved handle. So it's wood that's been overlaid in gold and intricate carving, and it's got somebody's name on it in some really fancy script. $425.
You could use that as a weapon.
You could reach out and grab somebody with it.
Yeah,
pretty
you
good.
could.
Yeah.
It's got a point on it. Howard.
Oh, it's
Touch
got a point
someone.
on it where it curves around. Yeah.
Oh boy.
So
Well, give us a couple more because
Yeah.
we're getting close to. What time's? How much time we got there for?
About 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, give us a.
here's a mid-Victorian silk scarved umbrella. This is it's pretty used, but I mean it's silk Victorian. So 18 bids on that went for $334. They haven't gotten down to any of my old JCPenney ones though yet.
That's what I'm waiting for you to get down to the pennies and the Kmart and the
Yeah.
Looks like
five
you
and
got a fine
dime.
boat over there too.
Let me make sure I'm getting the used ones here. Okay, antique stunning parasol, umbrella gold. Wow, this is a beautiful handle, gold handled parasol. I guess would be an umbrella, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's what we call them.
$300.
That's what
buy
the
it
ladies
now.
call it.
Yeah, I think a parasol is the one that the ladies would go out and they don't want to get sun. You know, they put it
parasol
up-
was for sun also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
you know,
go.
it was. I guess it still keeps water off.
The
you, but-
ladies call theirs
But it was
parasols.
more for the fashion for the ladies, I believe.
I believe
Yeah.
I think you're right, Howard.
Because back in the day, you know, a woman didn't get a suntan; she wanted to stay pretty and light skinned. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they would carry their parasol out in the sun.
Well, you know, they probably had the right idea.
They were
You take the
smart.
people that laid out in the sun for several years.
They got problems.
Yeah, they
Nowadays, they're
possibly.
advised not to be in a lot of sun.
Yeah.
All right, we got an antique, ornate sterling silver parasol handle. It's pretty, like I say, elaborate. 4 bids on that, $293. So the handles seem to be where, if you can just get the handle, you're in pretty good shape. Let's see if we can get another.
Well,
I'm running out of the antiques.
Hey, you
at
know
this
what?
point.
But
I have.
I don't remember when you heard summer thunder and lightning in February. Do you?
it's been a while.
Yeah.
I mean, it was rough last night.
It really was thundering and lightning
Yeah.
like a summer storm.
It seemed more like March than or April than it did February.
Well, let's
last
see.
night.
See,
It was
April
just a
showers
tough
bring
storm
Mayflowers.
last night.
Okay, you're right on that, Howard.
Water running.
Are we ready to
across
take a
the
break?
road everywhere.
February showers bring mud.
So,
Got,
so when we get back,
Oh, yeah.
we're going to talk about investment collecting.
Okay.
Is that right, guys?
Huh? I have 10
good.
things to buy now and profit from later.
There you are.
All right. So stay tuned. We'll be back with some tips on how to get rich.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in and get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking!
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
All right, give us a call, 728-1320. And but what are we going to talk about? Investments, good investments.
Collecting for an investment, and the first thing is Phillips got pulled up here is 7 collectibles that are worth investing in,
Okay.
and that could be a WMSR early tag, where
Well,
it
it
showed
could be.
1320.
Oh,
and
Yeah.
and then Ronnie's going to tell you about 10 things to buy now, so you can buy it now, Howard,
Buy it now.
and make a little money
Ooh,
in the future.
I like making money.
Okay, well, the number one thing I got are childhood toys.
Oh, no, I love
Oh,
that.
yes.
Seen a lot of nostalgia of the growing middle class, and now people are buying things that remind them of their childhood. You see a lot of toys, games. Says Sarah Fish, online operations manager at valuation company, say valuemystuff.com. She pointed to the example of Micro Machines, a line of toys produced from the 1980s to the 1990s. I had those.
Mm-hmm.
The right Micro Machine could go anywhere from five pounds, they're British, to 200 pounds, which is from $770 or $7.70 to $308. She said.
You probably got the $308 ones.
Yeah, it's all up, and they're in mint condition too.
Yeah.
I bet.
Martin
Now, you
mentioned
took care of your toys,
Pippa dolls that were made by a British toy maker in the 70s, and
These
Transformers
G.I. Joe
in the
dolls,
80s.
I mean, they are just mint in the box.
People are buying into their nostalgia and their childhood memories, she says. Toys are becoming one of the biggest areas of investment for collectors.
Always have been.
Oh, yeah, they have been.
Next is pop memorabilia. For those starting out in collecting, pop memorabilia may be a good way to get the ball rolling. If I was going to suggest somebody start collecting something, I would probably suggest where they could make their highest amount of return, things such as pop memorabilia. We see things come up quite regularly at auction. Assigned value by the right name could be worth quite a lot when you didn't even pay anything for it. A set list written out by the late Kurt Cobain of the Seattle rock band Nirvana was sold recently for $8,750.
Just the list, the playlist.
Yeah, that's where
boy.
they write out the set list
Yeah.
and tape it to the stage. At the same auction, a suit worn by actor Sacha Baron Cohen in the 2006 movie Borat went for $5,250, and a Beatles signed copy of With the Beatles album sold for $36,250.
And by the way, we're on that mission, right? We're going to get 2 pick guards. We're going to try to get 2 pick guards signed by who?
Fish.
Okay. And that's not spelled with an F, neither, is it?
Yeah, right. It's
P.
PH.
PH.
Yeah.
So it's actually don't talk about it. It's a birthday present for a friend of mine. So am I.
Well, you're the one talking about it.
Yeah.
He doesn't live in this area, so we'll probably
And
be
you
okay.
just gave it away.
You got the biggest mouth.
Oh, sorry.
Give me
Yeah.
his name and I won't talk. I'll just insinuate.
There you go. Okay, next on the list is mid-century modern furniture. The market for antique furniture isn't what it used to be. Instead, collectors are flocking to more modern pieces made in the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Yeah, you got those famous architects that made furniture. What was that one guy that?
Oh, we got a call coming in.
Oh, we have?
Yeah, let's see. You want to see who we got here on the phone?
All right, I'm on.
All right, you're on Let's Talk Antiques.
Yes, I've got a 1986 Liberty coin of the statue when it was redone up there in New York. It was bought in 1986. It's silver, and it's $1 coin. I was wondering what the value of that was worth. It was bought for me a long time ago.
All right, my headphones weren't working at the very beginning of that. Can you tell me what year and
1906.
valuation it was again?
Yeah, it was a 1986 Liberty coin.
86.
Oh, that's probably a good coin.
Now, is that silver?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pure silver.
Okay. Is it uncirculated proof or is it loose?
Well, I got it put up right now. I ain't looking at it. But it was made in 1986. It was bought for me for my birthday.
Got complete
And
background.
And that's when they redone the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Oh,
$1 coin.
yeah, it was probably one of those coins that helped fund redoing the Statue of Liberty. I bet you we're not going to find one that did that.
I got a $12. Looks about a going rate on it. There's a one for 15, one for 19. So it goes from $12 to $19.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. I believe that's what you paid for it was $19.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, keep hanging on to it then. All right. Thanks.
I had some really expensive ones here, but they hadn't sold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that, the
People were
longer you
asking.
hang on to it.
Oh, yeah.
It could go up in value.
The silver value alone.
Well, silver's up.
Yeah.
Silver finally started going back up
Yeah.
in price per ounce. And
Well, let's see. So about the furniture, it says even though people aren't wealthy, that's the kind of stuff that people are buying nowadays. Is the 50s to 70s furniture. Probably almost a direct result from the Mad Men TV show, because once that show started, interest in it began booming. A pair of lounge chairs and ottoman made by the Erms pair sold for $5,625 at Ragu Arts auction in June. And a Nakashima dining table went for $26,250 in February. And a Wendell Castle desk was bought for $183,750 at the same auction.
Is that Nakashima? Is that the one that took those logs, and he would cut them, and make furniture out of them? He'd
I think
plane
so,
them down.
yeah.
Isn't he the one that? I mean, it'd be like a natural log. It might have an angle in it and have the rough edges. And
And that's next. We go to one of y'all's favorites is Star Wars memorabilia.
we had a call, but I think I accidentally hung up on him. Sure, yeah,
well,
call back in.
can you answer from here?
Yeah, but I didn't want, in case it wasn't for.
Well, that's all right.
program.
You go ahead and do it, Harry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. It was whoever that was. He had a guitar he had a question about, so give us a call
He can
back.
call
I
back.
accidentally hung up instead of pushing the save button.
Yeah, well, you mean the hold.
I was looking at
Okay, so we're at Star Wars, Harold. What do you think?
maybe that's our caller coming back here.
Hang on just a minute on the.
You're on Let's Talk Antiques. Is this the gentleman with the guitar?
Yes, it is.
I'm
Yes.
sorry, I hung up on you.
I've got a 1963 Gibson Melody Maker, and it's in the original case, and it's just the case is in bad shape. I just wonder what the value of that would be now.
Well, looks like, is that it right there?
Hang on, let me get my last.
Hang on just a half a second. He's getting some adjustments.
What's the finish on it? Is it a sunburst?
Yeah, Sunburst.
There was one of them went for $1,424.
Yeah, I was thinking that they were on up there. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And I got another one that
But
doesn't
it's not a
have the
sunburst.
sunburst. Yeah, it went for $800. So yeah, those are the only. only
Evidently, you've got the
threes.
good one.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's good. Hey, guys, I appreciate it, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
problem.
You know
Thanks for
the
the
thing about it. So it's worth roughly $1,500 now, Howard.
That's not bad.
But what's it going to be worth 10 years from now?
Well,
20
that's the
years
big
from
thing
now?
on
Yeah.
something
They're
like
going up. They're not going down. A Gibson's not
Right.
going down.
No,
No,
no.
they're not making them every day now.
Or a Martin.
War Martin, yeah, that's another one.
Okay,
Well,
so
I'm
in
orange.
2015, a figurine of Boba Fett, Darth Vader's bounty hunter in Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back, went for more than $27,000 at auction.
That's 27,000,
Or a
Howard.
toy?
Yeah.
Yes.
For the figure.
No, for an action figure.
Well, action figure, that's a toy.
It's not a doll. It's an action
It just
figure.
has movable parts.
Well, he has a rocket that shoots.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was the recalled
missile.
one that had a thing that would shoot out.
Yeah,
of the
that would
back.
hurt you. If you was a little kid, you could actually swallow it or something. Is that
Yeah,
right?
that
Well,
was-
they
so they don't sell that kind of toys anymore.
No, they didn't.
That's why it's worth so much.
Hey, so
Yeah.
so this gentleman brought me a set of yard darts. You know, the old 50s yard dart.
Yeah, jarts or whatever they call
Yeah,
them.
I
Yeah.
you
saw a
talking about
box
the
of
most
those, though.
dangerous thing in the world.
You know, we used to play with those, and I don't remember anybody ever getting in.
Well, let me give you an example, Harry. So we're in a garage, an old dirt floor garage. We was working on one, and so I was watching them work on it, and the guy dropped it, and guess where it went?
right in his foot.
Right in my foot.
Oh,
Oh wow!
Yeah, my foot. Not his.
I saw a box of those the other day, and the box looked brand new.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd say they're worth some value, but
our
they are.
friend had them.
They are dangerous.
Yes, they are
There's no
dangerous.
doubt about it.
So we're still at Star Wars.
Yep. It says if you're smart enough to, in 1978, to buy a plastic cape Jawa action figure for $1.99,
Vinyl cape.
and it's still in its package, you can sell it now for between $5,000 and $7,000.
Yeah, they said plastic, but it's vinyl.
Vinyl. It's a vinyl cape job.
Yeah,
All right, we have
Ronnie
Jack.
knows about that. Didn't you used to own one?
I've had several of those. I've had dozens of them.
Look how many 5,000 to 7,000 you done swapped off.
I thought I was
Is it
doing,
break time, Howard?
thought I was
I'll tell
doing
you.
wonderful
Yeah.
at $300-400.
Let's take a break and
Yeah.
we're gonna get back. What's our next item gonna be?
Chinese and Japanese ceramics.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we used to break those up with a BB gun. They weren't worth anything.
Oh
nothing at
no,
all.
Howard.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in, get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking!
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
Well, we're back here with Let's Talk Antiques and Let's Talk Antiques.
Yeah, I'm
right,
up to
let's go.
5 on my list of 7. It's Japanese and Chinese ceramics. The price of Chinese ceramics and porcelain has climbed in recent years. The reason is because the Chinese economy has been booming. So as a result, there have been a lot of people buying back their heritage, just like us
Like we do?
just like we do. Says Mark Hill, an antiques and collectibles specialist who has worked for major auction houses, Bonhams and Sotheby's. Part of what makes Chinese ceramics especially hot items is that once they are acquired by Chinese buyers, they're not likely to be up on the auction blocks again. You will never see them on the open market again because now they're home where they belong, he said. China's economic slowdown and market turbulence, however, are likely to impact the market for Chinese ceramics and other collectibles as the Chinese people are no longer able or willing to buy. Hill suggests investors start looking at Japanese items instead, for which prices could rise should their economy improve. He pinpoints ceramics and works of art from the Meiji era of the late 19th and 20th centuries. Lots of Meiji works of art just seem like incredibly good value at the moment, especially due to the quality, he said. All right, and number 6 on my list of 7 is contemporary art.
Now,
The
look at that.
the sample picture of it is it looks like a balloon dog, you know,
That's
like
what I
those.
thought.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But this is about like 10 or 12 foot tall. So it's made out of something else. I'd say some kind of metal. Contemporary art is a big mover on the art scene. It is accessible to collectors of all kinds. There are levels for every collector in the contemporary art world. For example, there are levels even a few $100s to a few thousand, and then up to the multi-millions, said Los Angeles Modern Art Auctions Lowry. One such instance is American artist Jeff Koons. His balloon dog, which I talked about, was sold at Christie's for $58.4 million in 2013, making it one of the most expensive pieces of artwork by a living artist ever to sell at auction. But not all of his pieces are so pricey. You could get original work for $10 million, or you could get sort of entry-level authentic edition works for $10,000. And there's also things like his skate decks for Supreme, which are those being skateboard decks, the part you stand on, for Supreme, and other works that he designed for museum gift shops and things that you can get for a couple $100, Lowry said. For major contemporary artists like Jeff Koons, there's authentic collectible investment works at sort of every price range, and that's one reason I think that makes his work so attractive. Let's see. Next, we have vintage fashion. Collectible fashion is massive at the moment, Martin said. Good vintage names, sort of 1960s boutique culture, as Mary Quant, Bibba, all things that epitomize the era. British designer and fashion icon Mary Quant is often recognized as the originator of the miniskirt and London fashion store Bibba, run by Barbara Hulansky, was a major force of style in the 1960s and 70s. Of course, newer fashion items are worthwhile collecting as well, and can be costly ones at that. In June, Fuchsia Hermes Birkin, made in 2014, set a record as the most expensive handbag ever sold at auction. It sold for $200,000 in Hong Kong. So, 60s vintage fashion is another place. So
Yeah, I had to take a double look at that 200,000.
there you go. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Howard. So I looked up your ball. Now, yours is only signed by him, right?
Right.
Okay, so here's a team ball, 1947, and it's JSA. You know, that's like a PSA. It's just a different company. They're asking $3,635.
Yeah. Well, see, the one I have is not an official league ball, for
Yeah.
one thing.
Well, this one is a
it's
team
Tennis
signed.
ball.
Huh?
Tennis ball.
No, it's a baseball, but it's not. It's not a.
Well, what happened on
Was it
that
the game
was it was in a big tub, and it was ones that they just sold to kids, you know.
Yeah.
And
Well, what year was that, Howard?
I don't know. My dad and uncle both were
Well,
young.
that's
But see,
some old baseball.
but he was visiting a sporting goods store, so they went down to see him, I guess, if I got the story right. And he reached in that and signed a ball and gave one to my dad and one to my uncle, my dad's brother. And, of course, they played with him.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Well, can you still read the signature?
Oh, yeah, you can make it out.
Is it?
But
Is it faded or is it still bright?
it's somewhat faded. See, so anyway. I don't know whatever happened to my uncle's ball. It disappeared.
Knocked it over the house. And
Possibly. But my dad still had his, and he gave me, and he wrote out a little letter, a description of where he got it and how he has. So I got authentication.
Well, that's
of that.
nice to have.
And of course, like I say, it was just a ball. It wasn't an official one from a game, you know.
Right.
Okay. But I guess it's probably worth a little bit,
No, it definitely is worth something.
you know, because.
The brighter the signature, though. That
Oh, of
much-
course,
and,
yeah.
and like you said, having an official ball, but having it'd been nice if you know, one time I actually had this and I sold it. I don't know why. You know how you can be stupid sometimes. But I had a Babe Ruth signed baseball, 1927 team baseball.
Oh, my goodness.
Signed.
Signed.
And it was PSA graded to be authenticated, you know. It's a real deal. but I made a few thousand on it. Thought, boy, I really did good.
Yeah, what would it be worth today?
Yeah,
a,
Babe
few- a lot
Ruth
more
was
thousands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
See, that's your investment type. You know,
Yeah, that's
am I
exactly
gonna
right.
am I going to sell now and make an immediate gain, or am I going to hang on to
Yeah.
this? And a lot of people, and myself, we want it now. You know that
Yeah.
that commercial you hear on
Well, I have
television.
learned I'm going to hang on.
If you
I've
can
learned
hang
my
on,
lesson the
You-
hard way.
yeah, you have learned your.
The hard way.
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying
think all
now.
of us have. You know,
Yeah.
we've sold stuff, and then years later, we see something like it, and we say, "Oh, look, I only got that much for it. Look
Well-
what it's going for now."
Well, Howard,
Yeah.
a good example of that, and who would ever thought, but growing up, you know, as a teenager, because I was born in '50, so I was at the right time for the muscle cars.
Oh yeah,
So think about,
Oh, God.
I actually bought. It was 1 year old, a '66 Chevelle Super Sport. They wanted $21.95. It cost $3,400 new,
New,
and it was
yeah.
a year old. So I traded in one of those Corvairs with the turbocharger. It was a rare car
Oh, yeah,
itself,
that's-
and gave $1,500 to boot.
right,
But either one of those cars would have been good ones to have.
right, yeah, yeah,
But that Chevelle, sure enough.
yeah.
You could
know,
have buildings and buildings and buildings full by nowadays.
Yeah, one
If you'd
time-
only known.
Ronnie don't remember this because he was little, but his dad and I, we went to Hillsboro, and we painted. His kin folks had a restaurant up there, and we painted it. And our pay was his dad had been in the car business, and used car business, and he had probably, I bet you there was 40 cars sitting on this old cars, you know, like 47 Buicks
Oh,
and that kind
yeah.
of stuff. So we ended up, he gave us every one of those cars, and stupid us, we only took the ones that would run, which was very few, and we left all the good ones like Hudson's and,
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh man.
yo, I'm telling you.
yeah.
Man.
Anyway, so
Yeah,
that's
see?
one of them stories. And if you wanted to and you had all day, I could tell you some more stories where I've done stupid stuff.
Well,
Well, don't we all?
yeah, that's the problem. We all.
So Ronnie,
do.
you're not by yourself.
Yeah.
If we'd have just kept those 40 cars, just
Oh, no.
all we had to do is just
Yeah.
haul them all off. They were ours.
Yeah.
No telling what the value would be today. When you get into Hudson's and that kind of stuff,
Yeah, Hudson,
and those old Buicks,
the old Nashes and the
Yeah.
Hudsons and the Buicks.
yeah,
'Cause where
The
you gonna get 'em?
Sotos. they're
and Fords,
Ford,
Chevrolets, there's all
Chevy.
kind of good old
Yeah.
cars sitting there. And probably to make a run wouldn't have took a whole lot of effort because they were on the car lot,
Yeah.
but they were the back cars, you know, back then.
Right, yeah, the back.
We're
lot.
talking about in the '60s, see where the newer cars were.
Right.
Hey, that's a prize I picked up from you over the years. Where are you going to get them?
Yeah.
Where are you going to get them?
Where you gonna find one?
Yeah. And it holds true.
And it is the truth.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyway, so you're done
So-
with your 7, right?
Yep, I'll pass off to Ronnie here.
Okay.
Yeah.
we
So
got
Ronnie,
time to go here.
we can get started. How about how much time we got before we break?
About 5 minutes.
Oh.
Okay,
Okay,
so
well,
you
we'll
can
get
get
started.
started, and then we can take a break, and you can finish your part of it.
Okay, 10 things to buy now and profit from later. Okay, collectibles are emerging as an investment. Good. In fact, 1 in 6 investors are investing in collectibles, and you could be too. Doesn't have to cost a lot to get started, and many items can be found online. Now, we've compiled a list of the top 10 things in no particular order now that you can buy now to profit from later. Keep reading to find how you can start your own profitable collection. Okay, so number 10, and they say these are in no particular order, whiskey. There's an increasing interest in whiskey as an investment. Good. While interest rates are falling, the Whiskey 101 Apex 1000 Index, I didn't know they had one of those,
Yeah, I mean,
is the measure of a whiskey's rarity. Over an 8-year period, it has risen by 361 and 0.9%. There's also an increasing interest in single malt whiskeys, some of which have increased in value up to 500% in the same period. Since whiskeys only become better and better and rarer with age, this is a collection worth investing in. So we have the whiskeys, and they're showing some decanters with like medieval Chinese warriors. Says gold and gold Nikita whiskey. Okay. Number 9, porcelain and jade. As the Chinese market is strengthening, investing in anything that may appeal to this market, such as jade, can be worthwhile. Chinese porcelain is another great investment because, like other Chinese antiques, they're being bought by Chinese buyers, profiting from the economic upswing and looking for ways to buy back their heritage. Once these pieces return home, it is unlikely they will be on the market again, making them a good investment. Now, talking about returning home, they're talking about, I guess, with the old digs, where the archaeologists would haul them off, and now people are coming back and buying them.
Yeah.
Now we have a...
Oh, you skipped one.
No.
Taxidermy.
Taxidermy.
There you go.
Number 8.
Oh, yes, small. Okay. Strange, right? But it's true. Our taxidermy expert, David Leggett, tells us there is a growing trend towards anthropomorphic taxidermy, or animals posed and dressed like humans, like Rose. It seems that the stranger the better when it comes to investing in taxidermy.
Wait a minute. You mean you stuff this animal and put clothes and stuff on him and have him in a human pose?
This one has a little
example picture.
has a
here.
little punk hairdo,
It's a rat, by the
like
way.
a
Yeah.
mohawk.
And he looks like you're swearing him in to testify.
Oh,
He's got his
yeah.
little paw up.
Oh, okay.
Had a chain from his ear.
But not
to
just
his leather. He's wearing a leather
a
jacket.
stuffed rat, but
Yeah.
a stuffed rat posed in
Posed like a punk
Well,
rocker.
yeah, he's got a
on
stuffed leather
jacket
jacket and a chain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Says,
Be sure to get one of them.
I need that.
It doesn't say what it brought.
Says now, however, even a mounted set of antlers can be valuable to the right collectors, and I know that's true
Yeah.
because I saw people last
Well,
night.
I've
just
been, I've
talking
been to
about-
auctions and seen a lot of that stuff. I don't want it, but I've
No, I
seen a
don't
lot of
either.
people.
Matter of
Takes up a
fact,
lot of space.
I think on Swap and Shop today we had somebody that had some stuffed animals.
But lots of people
Yeah.
do want them.
So, Ronnie, do we like one more?
Photography, yeah, we'd like several more, but
Oh.
we'll give photography.
Tell you what, then hold up on that because it's time
Yeah,
to take a break.
it's time to take a break. We'll be right back with more Let's Talk
All
Antiques.
right.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in and get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking!
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
All right, we're back
Back
with
up
Let's
there.
Talk Antiques, and we're going to talk what about jade? Is that what
Well,
I keep
if,
hearing?
Ronnie,
we're
you
gonna-
got 3 more pieces, and then we're going to talk about. We did look up some jade since Ronnie said it was a good investment.
Yeah.
We're following Ronnie's lead.
Okay.
We're going to come back and we're going to catch some of these.
Okay.
Okay, photography, work prints. According to their photography expert, Jamie Beeden, there's an increasing interest in press photos or work prints, which are photos intended for magazines and newspapers. It's becoming more and more popular to own a genuine print of a famous image, and it is a fairly easy and affordable way to start a collection. Okay, now vintage handbags, often overlooked by younger generations. Vintage handbags can catch quite a handsome price. More often, people donate them to thrift shops before considering selling them.
Or Goodwill.
Yeah.
Goodwill.
Therefore, and a lot of them don't even know what they have, and they look in their grandmother's.
Well, it's old,
bag.
you know. I don't want that old stuff.
I don't
you
want
know,
that old
and,
bag.
And you can find some treasures if you go to places like that.
Do you go
Yeah.
her?
Yes.
Therefore, if you keep an eye out at a car boot sale and online auctions such as Catawiki, you may just find yourself a treasure of a handbag for a reasonable price. Okay, now here we go. Japanese motorcycles.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, John Seal, motorcycle expert at Catawiki, advises that the best way to invest in motorcycles is to buy not only a popular type, but also to find the best, most factory original available with a full history. Any bike that you can prove was owned by someone famous is always a good bet. Along with free 1945 British bikes, original racing motorcycles, and 1970s Japanese classics, the market for classic motorcycles is growing as people are looking for that model that they remembered from their youth.
Yeah, I've got a CB160.
Uh-huh.
When I got it, it had 450
Oh, now that
actual
thing
miles.
is
Wow.
sharp.
Now it's got 1,300. I've rode it enough that I put 1,300 miles on it.
That's a sharp.
Yeah,
fucking
it's all
bike.
original.
Yeah.
But now it's not like brand new though.
But
Right.
it's
You know,
nice.
the pipes are got a little rust on them. You know,
Yeah.
it's sat in the garage for 50 years and never was rode.
That's patina.
Yeah,
You got that word right. What's
Okay.
our next item, Ron?
Number 4, childhood toys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we always go back
Yeah,
to
we
toys.
already talked about that. You're right.
Nostalgia is causing many people to seek out the toys of their childhood. Some vintage and retro toys are great investments, as adult people are willing to pay higher prices to recapture some of those treasured childhood memories. Maybe unsurprisingly, one of the best-selling toys is Lego. Enthusiasts are willing to pay big bucks for even just that one missing piece for their treasured set. Also, it may surprise you that collectors out there are also looking to complete their McDonald's Happy Meal toy sets. The compulsion to collect these toys carries into adulthood for some, and the price is increasing for these plastic playthings. From McDonald's now, we got 3 more here. We have contemporary art, and it feels logical to say that investing in starting and upcoming artists now could be profitable later. What may be a simple piece of street art for a blossoming artist could go on to sell for big money at auction once their popularity grows. One trend in contemporary art is that of flip art, where an upcoming artist mass produces their art. This allows collectors to purchase multiple copies with the goal of selling it for a quick profit. Alright, 2. Comic books.
Oh yeah.
Mint condition first editions of comics often come with hefty price tags. However, did you know that even modern comic books can be worth a lot? Keep in mind that firsts are always worth more. The first time a character is featured or a number 1 of an issue will almost always be valuable. Also, like most things, any errors are always going to be worth seriously more money. Okay, and last but not least, we have stamps. Stamps will almost always increase in value, and like most things, the better the condition, the better the price. Mint conditions and stamps that haven't been canceled can bring impressive sums of money, even though some were probably only purchased for pennies originally. And then they have some really nice examples of these stamps here, and most of them look like foreign languages to me. And it says, we hope that we've inspired you to expand your portfolio or get started with investing in relatively easy to come by items now, which you can profit from later. If you're ready to start investing, we recommend having a look at Catawiki's weekly auctions, where you can find collectibles in all categories listed above. If you already have a collection and are ready to cash in, you can also sign up here to start selling with Catawiki. So,
All right. Well, you wanted to touch on Jade a little bit
Yeah,
there.
let's touch on it
Go
since
back
you
and
got you do have a high dollar item, right?
got
I have some jade
I've
pulled
got
up here.
3 necklaces that sold for $60,000 just to buy it now.
Right.
And these are just this is coral, jade, and gold. And another one is a large antique 18th century Xing Chinese signed carved white nephrite jade vase. 35 bids on that. Went for $30,200. No
Wow.
reserves. So
Wow.
could have gotten it cheap.
I have looks like a ball with 5 eyes. It looks like two eyes, a nose.
It's a turtle.
And 2 in the body. Yeah, it's a turtle.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. You're looking at it from an angle there. I couldn't
Dots
tell
on
that.
his back for some reason.
He has a little tail. I guess those are his legs. But anyway, Cartier Paris, 18 karat yellow gold, jade and diamond, turtle brooch vintage. It brought over $3,051 and between $60,000.
Well, you know,
Yes.
I can remember I was in Vietnam, and when we'd get some free time, we'd go down to the village, and all the little shops and stuff there. You know, it's kind of like a big flea market set up. A lot of jade jewelry and little jade things were being bought by servicemen, and they probably came home. Somebody out there may just have something from the Vietnam era.
I
that's
guarantee you they
jade,
do.
I bet you could buy
and
that
you
jade worth
may
the money
think
over
it's not
there.
worth anything, and at the time the stuff wasn't real, $20 or something like that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money though for
they
them, wasn't
yeah,
it?
oh yeah, especially if it was U.S. money. They didn't want script; they liked the real dollars.
I pulled up a thing about how to tell if the jade's real, and it said if you can see through it, look for imperfections inside of it because the manufactured stuff won't have imperfections.
Yeah,
in
now,
it.
but whether that was real stuff or not,
Yeah.
I don't remember. That's been
Well,
so long
back
ago.
then it would
I'd say it
would
was.
have been
But it
real.
might have been real.
easier
I'd
to
say it
get.
was.
Yeah.
What else does it say
And it
there?
says that it's heavy, and to if it's a subjective thing is to toss it up in the air and catch it, and if it's heavier than it seems like it should be, then that's one way.
Is it heavy, good or bad?
Heavy is good.
Heavy's
Okay.
good. Yeah.
It's dense, and then they have some real complicated math thing where you put it in a measured amount of water and see how much it displaces of the water,
Yeah.
and then
The
you can figure out how much
density.
it weighs,
Right.
And then you can figure out exactly if it's real.
Yeah.
Also, they said that it's cold,
Oh, yeah, there's a
smooth,
specific-
and soap-like to the touch. And it should take a while to get warm if you hold in your hand.
Hate to say it, but we're out of time.
And the last thing
Okay.
is they said the scratch test. It's hard, so you can scratch it with the sharp edge of scissors, and if it scratches, then it's not real. But some of the kind will scratch.
So you better be
scratch it in
careful.
a spot that doesn't,
Doesn't show.
Not like the diamond scratch test.
I don't think I would scratch
Yeah.
it with a.
Yeah, I hate to say it, fellas, but it looks like we're out of time for this week.
Okay.
And I guess we'll be back next week, right?
Yeah, we didn't even get started on
Time
like the
just fly
coins and
by
all
when
kind
you're
of.
at
Yeah, you had all kinds of
Yeah.
stuff on your list.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we'll be back with Let's Talk Antiques next week.
Hey, bring out baseball.
I'll bring it over.